What do YouTube? Jab Mayo CD. Checking out Stairway to Heaven. This is not a first time listening to the song. I've heard the song before. One time. One time. I heard it when I was like 14 or 15, I think, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at the time. At that time, I really didn't like anything that wasn't just like, you know, over the top metal. So I guess that's maybe that's why. But I decided to, you know, give it another. I decided to revisit it. Everyone always says like the best song ever or whatever. I don't know. I mean, like I've never really tried to listen to it again. You know, last Led Zeppelin video that I did, everyone said that I should check it out again, see what I think about it. And they told me to check out this one. It's live from Madison Square Garden, 1973. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna check it out. Hey, if I don't like it, I'm gonna say I don't like it, but I don't know. I mean, my music taste has changed a lot since I was 14. So we'll see. Let's go ahead and jump into it, check it out.
Your stairway lies on the whispers.
Wait, hold on. It sounds like it started halfway through the song. What's going on? All right. So, sorry, the video that I had pulled up, it was like clearly like halfway through the song already. So I just went to this different one. It looks like it's not even, it looks like it's just the audio. So we'll just check that out.
I think this is a song of hope.
Yeah, I do remember that riff. Partially from Wayne's World. Sounds like there's horns in the background. Yeah. There's some kind of wood or some kind of wind instrument.
There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. And when she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. And she's buying a stairway to heaven. There's a song.
Yeah, so I do remember kind of this part with you know the verse, and I remember at the time I was thinking, oh man, this song is slow, it's boring. There's, you know, why is this song so popular? Now I appreciate it more now, because like I don't know, maybe it's just getting older or whatever, and listening to way more different kinds of music and stuff. Now I kind of enjoy you know, these more melodic, you know, slower tempo type songs and stuff. So I definitely don't dislike it now. I remember I did dislike it back then, but now I'm like, okay, you know, you know, it feels nice. Feels nice. And I do like the wind instruments in the background.
Sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings.
I feel like I've heard that part. I feel like I've heard that part of the riff so many times. Like, just not like in different videos and stuff.
There's a songbird who sings.
Or maybe in different songs.
Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven, and I think you can see that.
Okay. Some distortion now.
And
kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting pattern.
Yes, sir. There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand looking.
sorry for stopping it. I was just wondering, like, how are they keeping time when they're doing this? Is it just like they're not worried about keeping exact time? Do they have like a click track or something? Because like there's no drums or anything. So I'm curious about that, like, because it's live, right? So I'm just curious, like, are they actually like is the tempo the exact same as the record, or like they're just kind of going based on feels? Let me know. Definitely feels more like ethereal without like drums and bass.
And it's whispered that
Maybe that is bass that I'm hearing on my left.
if we all call it true, then the piper
Sounds like a different guitar.
reason. And a new day will dawn for those who stand long, and the forests will echo with laughter. Does anybody remember laughter?
Are those ad libs in the actual recording? I can't remember. Oh, that was smooth. That was smooth right there. Hold on. That was smooth.
But I got some good news. Listen, if there's a bustle in your head show, don't be alarmed. It's just a strictly for the making.
Feels like a different song completely with those drums.
Yes,
That's wild.
you can go by, but in the long run,
The
there's still
guitars.
time to change the road you're on.
That's a fun little riff that he's playing. What am I hearing over here? A little run.
Wait a minute. Your head is humming, and it won't go because you don't know. The piper is calling you to join him. Dear lady, can you hear the wind blow? And you know your stairway lies on the whisper wind.
Okay, picking up. Okay. Like they took all the reverb off of it. like that part. Little mess up right there. Little mess up. I don't know why I'm putting the mess ups out. I feel like a lot of classic rock songs do this little lick. I wonder if it's because of this song. That sounds like... That little part sounded like jazz guitar. Tone change. Oh. Sorry, I was trying not to pause it anywhere in the solo. That was an interesting solo, but like, okay, there's a lot of like mistakes and stuff inside the solo, but I'm wondering like, was it improvised? Is that why? Like, because it's like it sounds like mistakes that like someone would make whenever they're like, oh, maybe this will sound cool, and they go to do that, and then like maybe they mess up the timing, or like they miss hit the note or something like that. It doesn't sound like a mistake, like someone trying to play a solo that they wrote and then like just like messing up the fingering. So it sounded like a mistake in like improvisation. So it wasn't an improvised solo, because it had that feel of it. And there's some different parts of the solo where it's like there was the part that I don't know where it was. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's this part. No, it's not this part. Right here. I feel like a lot of classic rock songs have like a solo lick like that. I wonder if it's like because of this song, you know? Anyways. I like his distorted vocals more. That's kind of cool. No.
Stairway to heaven.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, no, I definitely like it way more than I did the first time I listened to it. So there's a lot of good stuff in here. I do appreciate this like softer, clean part a lot more. It's just like a great vibe to it. It just really feels like so separated too. And then once they add in the drums and everything, then it kind of just like it brings you back and it like makes you more present in the song. Does that make sense? The guitar solo, like I said, it sounded improvised to me. I don't know if that's the actual solo or if some of it's the actual solo, some of it's improvised. I don't know. It sounded improvised to me, which is pretty good. Pretty good for, if there's going to be improvised and it's that long. It's like a 2-minute solo. And then the end part here. I like this part a lot. I really like the way that this guy does distorted vocals. Like I like his unclean singing, probably better than I like his clean singing. I'll go ahead and like that. That's a good. That's a good one. Definitely much more appreciation for that now. And I can definitely see, why so many people have such high regard for this song. I mean, it's like an epic song. When was this written though? When was this written? Stairway to Heaven was written in 1971. So like an epic song like this length, this much going into it at this time in music, I can definitely see why this was so, monumental, right? I don't have the luxury of being there at the time, right? I wasn't born until the 90s. So yeah, this song is 20 years older than I am. So it's just, I wasn't able to be there, be present at the time. So I wasn't able to be involved with that. I only heard it, after I heard 50 years of music, or no, not 50, 40 years of music after this. And the evolution, especially like in metal music, is just like mind-blowing how much different metal music is today than it was back then, and how much more complex it is now and everything. So it's like all these differences. And at the time, I was really interested in like these technical like shredding and crazy riffs and everything like that. So like a song like this, I wouldn't have been able to like just vibe with it, right? I wouldn't have been able to get it, at the time. So I can understand why younger me didn't like it, but older me definitely appreciates it a lot more, because I do listen to a lot more music kind of like this, right? But all that said, let's go ahead and check out the lyrics. I don't remember what the lyrics were, and I didn't really pay too much attention to the lyrics when I was listening. So yeah, there's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with the words she can get what she came for. And she's buying a stairway to heaven. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, because sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven. Okay, so a lady who's sure that all that glitters is gold. So it looks like, I guess easy to be fooled, or thinks that the oasis in the desert is like a real what's it called? Well, why did I forget? Water. Okay. Yeah. No. Jesus. So she's buying a stairway to heaven. So she's buying I can understand where that came from, right? There's always a what was it? The Tower of Babel they tried to build to the heavens or whatever. Here it's talking about Jacob's ladder or stuff like that. Yeah. So, there's always people trying to get where they're, buy their way into, paradise or higher status, etc. Right. And when she gets there, she knows that the stores are all closed. With the word, she can get what she came for. So, she can, it doesn't really matter. She can break the rules because she's got like some kind of, power or money or whatever. Right. Sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure because sometimes words have two meanings. While it is a little unclear at whether this line is just a shot at women who read into too much things, potential explanation is that it relates to condemnation of the Catholic Church. Okay. Okay. I guess I can kind of see that, but I don't know. I don't know what he was intending with that. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven. So maybe like our the things that we're thinking of are not always the things that we should be having or something, right? Plant may have meant nothing by it. The imagery is universal. Sentiment is universal. If he had some story in mind, whatever's behind a given lyric is usually just disposable fuel for the fire. Fire is what's important. Okay, so it's not really. It doesn't really matter what the lyrics are, is what he's saying, as long as it just it works with the song. There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts, I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand looking. And there's a feeling I get when I look to the west. A lot of people went to the west, to look for freedom, right? So maybe that's what he's talking about here. The sun sets in the west. Narrator may be trying to describe the feeling he gets when he thinks about death. It could be. I was thinking more like he's looking for like freedom from whatever he's trapped by. Like his spirit is crying for leaving whatever is holding him back. That's kind of what I thought with it. In my thoughts, I've seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand looking. Maybe it's a sign of danger, I guess. Smoke coming through the trees. It's whispered that soon, if we all call the tune, then the piper will lead us to reason. And a new day will dawn for those who stand long, and the forest will echo with laughter. It's whispered that soon, if we call the tune, then the piper will lead us. So one day, we'll all be led to the salvation or the end of times or something like that. Money doesn't matter if we all just agree on the vision. We'll be led to good things. Yeah, I was thinking salvation, but okay, makes sense, I guess. Again, like as he says, the lyrics don't really matter, so I'm just going with my first thought on it. There's a bustle in your hedgerow. Don't be alarmed now. It's just a spring clean for the May Queen. What does this mean? I have no idea what this means. A bustle in your hedgerow. Don't be what, hedgerow? Like your hedges. There's a bustle, like what, a fight or something? It's just a spring clean for the May Queen. What is he talking about? What it is, it's the beginning of spring. It's when the birds make their nest. Okay, when hope in the new year begins, and it's nothing to do with any of that weird stuff you read about in America. Okay. All right, sure, why not? Yes, there are two paths you can go by, but in the long run, there's still time to change the road you're on. Okay, I like that quote. You can choose the path, but you can eventually always go to another path, change where you're trying to go to, right? You're not stuck in one path in life, something like that. Your head is humming and it won't go. In case you don't know, the piper's calling you to join him. So you got something that's calling you in it, and you ever get like an idea in your mind, it just won't leave, right? So I guess that's related to this, like it's the piper or it's fate or whatever calling you to take action on that desire, on that thought. Dear lady, can you hear the wind blow? And did you know your stairway lies on the whispering wind? Okay, I don't know what he means by here. Needs to be analyzed backwards. What? Whispering wind is likely used as an analogy for popular opinion. It was often used in lyrics around this time. Whispering wind acts as something everyone can feel and experience, just as everyone experiences actual wind. Okay, so it's an analogy for popular opinion. So how does that make sense here? The author is then asking the lady if she can hear the popular opinion around her. It's likely in reference to her greed and use of money. It's popular opinion that money is something the lady often uses, is worth value. This line reveals the flaw in materialism. Her money is only good because the popular opinion is that it's worth something. Okay, that makes a little more sense, but like, is this all just guessing, or is this like what he was actually trying to say? Okay, and as we wind on down the road, our shadow is taller than our soul. So like the sun setting, right? The sun setting on your life, basically. There walks a lady we all know who shines white light and wants to show everything still turns to gold. And if you listen very hard, the tune will come to you at last. When all are one and one is all, to be a rock and not to roll. To be a rock and not to what? The last two lines, the lyric song's punchline, we're all in one together. Help each other find truth. Get as many people as you can to see the beauty and the better angels of our nature. Okay, sure. Describing an angel going along with the theme of Stairway to Heaven, seeing as angels are often thought to be women, and from heaven, to be specific, the May Queen referenced earlier, traditionally wears all white and represents an idea of God more aligned with the narrators, of purity and truth, not corrupted by greed or ego that may have motivated religions. Okay. Sure. I mean, I didn't really get that. I mean, I guess who shines white light and wants to show. I guess that's where you can get that from. How everything still turns to gold, and if you listen very hard, the tune will come to you at last. I don't know. Maybe it's meaning like, you know, once you're at heaven, then everything is gold or something like that. I don't know. Scott, I don't really understand this part here, this bridge. But again, who knows? Maybe it's not meant to be understood. Maybe you have a better understanding. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just not able to get it, the lyrics. But it's okay. It's okay. I enjoyed the song. That's all that matters. You don't always have to fully get the lyrics. Is that cope? Am I coping with it, with my own inability? I don't know. Anyways, that's it. Yeah, so I definitely enjoyed it a lot more. Yeah, thanks for watching. Please let me know any other Led Zeppelin songs I should check out. You know, the last song was way more straightforward in the meaning. This one seems to be, you know, it could be anything, right? But yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next Led Zeppelin reaction. I don't know when, but one day, eventually. Thanks for watching. See ya.